Oh, we are live. Oh my gosh. I want to apologize to all my roadies tonight. Um Roadtrip Dave is coming at you live from Roadtrip HQ. And little did I anticipate friends coming into this world. And here's the thing, y'all. If y'all have kids, here's the thing. I love my kids. Absolutely love them. But there will be stuff that comes into your life all the time with friends, and the thing is, it's awesome, and I've got to make that I got to make that a priority. It's just, I love y'all, I really do. But sometimes you got to be there, for whatever your kids want. So I do apologize for being so late tonight, and especially on this. See, here's the thing: when Carowinds falls apart, then I fall apart. That's what it is. So, welcome to the worst show on the worst live stream show on this planet. DisNoah's Adventures, one of my loyal, ultimate, ultra roadies is in the house. Welcome aboard, Noah. Big Justin S is here in the hizzy. Welcome aboard, dude. Good to have you on here tonight. There are so many people that were on here prior. I'm just going to ahead and give them shout outs like Timothy Rainwaters, another ultra roadie. Excellent. So DisNoah says, since you're on here, DisNoah's Adventures, hashtag mug of the week, hashtag mug of the 2 weeks. It's the classic Mickey. It's all I had time for. I literally walked in the door about 10 minutes ago. So this is going to be insane. Scott Shearer is in the house. What's up, my man? Good to have you on board. Oh, yes. And I got another ultra faithful Dave's Roadie in the hizzy. Boys B, what's happening, dude? Good to have you on here tonight. And yeah, we are going to I can't even. What the freak is happening to Carowinds? I really, this was something that I go to Dollywood. I have a fantastic vacation, and I have so much footage to show y'all. And I'm looking forward to putting that stuff together. But I come back. It was on a Friday too. It was on a Friday. And I'm trying to put it on here because I want to make sure that I do it right. And I come back, and all of a sudden I see Fury 325 literally coming off the rails. I mean, literally. I mean, this isn't like this isn't that isn't hyperbole. No, that's like for real, right? For real. And I'm trying to see here if I can find the footage that they showed. That was, yep, here it is. Okay, so I am going to, oh my gosh, and there he is. There's a partner in crime is here. Welcome aboard, Dean. Good to have you here tonight. Turn my input down a little bit. And it's so late. I'm drinking sugar-free lemonade because I just need something to wet my whistle. So yeah, I'm finally here. So let me show y'all the footage. I mean, of course, this is the footage that everybody has seen. Hey, hold on a second. Is RTD2? Are you ready to? All right, y'all. I gotta tell RTD2 night or good night. So I'm gonna turn off my camera just for a second. Hold on. Let's see if I can shut my camera. Here we go. I'm back. There we go. I had to tell RTD2 night. Right? I think it's so hilarious that RTD2 is, it's like I could say it RTD2. RTD2. It's awesome. Yeah, it was Space Mountain in there for a moment, Noah. But yeah, so here is the footage. I'm going to show it here. Let me see if I can share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. I'm going to try and unmute it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's from Jeremy Wagner. That was added to Carowinds fans only. And there it is. You see that? It's moving. It's literally coming off the freaking rails. And nobody's even aware. Nobody is even aware. Oh, you must be blind, but where's the crack? Oh, all right. So Dean, let me show you in the video there. As a matter of fact, I'll show you a couple of pictures that show it. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back to that. Let's see if I can find it. Let me go back to the history. Hold on a second. The funny thing about this, oh, you know what? All right. Since I have this cool stuff here, I'm gonna put on some cool background music, huh? Let's do this. No. Something like this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So while I'm searching for this, I can all right. This is insane, y'all. Literally, I have no idea why this well, I have an idea of how this happened. So let's look at this. Yeah, okay, here's some pictures of it. Let's put this up. All right. And there we go. See right here, this is where the crack is. And again, hats off to Carowinds fans only. This is also taken from the article, WSOC TV, that also published the article, so you can also look for it in there. But yeah, y'all, that is that is the state of Carowinds fury right now. Oh yeah, oh that is bad. Oh yes, it was. Oh, and now they got another legend in the house. Richard, welcome aboard, my man. Good to have you on here. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can you zoom in and you can see light. Yeah, it's the movement. It's the movement. And here's the thing. The other problem is that it is at one of the high intensity bank turns. I believe it's a 91-degree bank turn on that turn. Now, that is the state of it right there. Okay, so let me show you what they also showed. Let me present again. I just let to leave the share screen on for a while. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be. This is a bunch of crud. My rotisserie chicken is gone. So that's another thing I would talk about with Carowinds. I'm like, what the heck, dude? So these are the inspectors up here. They were actually checking out the entire setup in 93-degree heat. They were doing that. Is that not crazy? I mean, and I had to say, just hats off to them for doing that. Just that was really phenomenal. But yeah, so here's some other pictures right here. The Department of Labor was out there, and I actually noticed it. We went to eat there tonight, and yeah, it's right here at this turn before you go across the main entry overpass. It's right there. So now see, like the column, the Armand Williams said, I would just replace the entire column. Well, guess what? That's exactly what we're going to talk about tonight. There is no doubt in my mind that this column is going to be completely replaced. This is not a weld job, and this is pretty serious. What I am really happy about, though, is the fact that, and I'm just going to say this. The fact that support column literally failed, not just cracked, failed. and yet that ride continued to keep on humming. It is a testament to the engineers that built this ride. So hats off to these men and women who designed and built this roller coaster. It basically rode without a hitch, without incident. It was just absolutely incredible. A Scuba Cat 3 is in the house. Mike, it's smoother on the turn this way. Has a little give. It was too stiff before. Yeah, I don't know if we wanted that loose though. Boy speed, it's a miracle at the speed you carry into that corner. There was not an incident. Here's the interesting thing. If you take a look at this picture more closely, let me. I'm actually gonna. Actually, this was good. We actually had some good, nice background music. I'm gonna keep on going. Yeah, and Scott, you're exactly right. It was on CBS News. Oh, it was on the New York Times. Barstool Sports tweeted it out. I could fix that with duct tape. I got even a better idea. I'm going to use Flex Seal. I swear, that dude that does the Flex Seal commercials, they ought to do something on that. But this is what's interesting. You guys actually, think that that's a joke. Well, earlier, they actually did tape it up. They put tape over it earlier a couple days ago, and so they actually, now that was to keep the moisture out. And this is, I actually was reading up on this. They're saying that the reason why they did that was to keep any further moisture from getting down into the column. And I was like, yeah, there's probably already some damage and stuff like that's already occurred. DisNoah, slap a bandage in and call it a day, the cheap way. Dean, what do these two situations have in common? Getting rid of chickens, I think. Dean, I wish. It's I'm starting to think Carowinds is starting to fall apart a little bit. Or either that or I'm cursing Carowinds. I don't know which one it is. Mike, they always overspec these and test with a lot more intensity than will ever be a typical ride with people. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Yeah, Flex Seal is good for leaks. JB Weld for something this serious. Yeah. Wow. Yikes. Evening. Oh, what did I miss? Resort budgeting in this house. Dude, you didn't miss anything. I'm literally getting here 15 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes late. So you're welcome. 4th of July is always insane for whatever reason. Yeah, at resort budgeting, you are indeed a proud roadie, and I really do appreciate it, brother. It's awesome to have you here. They have been taking notes from Disney maintenance. I would say so. I guess Christine McCarthy finds a job being a Cedar Fair entertainment company. That's awesome. That's awesome. Here's the thing about this, y'all. When I went there, they already took the tape back off, and now there was a thunderstorm that came over today. By Carowinds. It was actually in between Carowinds and Fort Mill, which is a suburb of Charlotte in South Carolina. And it was literally just went right over it. And when we went there this evening, it was rain there. It was already wet. But yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny. They basically they were prepared for the moisture, and then when it was over, they took it off. So, hey, at least they're doing something proactive, right? But yeah, here's some other shots of it. This is from Amusement Park Portal on Facebook. David Chapman took these photos here. So again, hats off to all these people that did it. But see, look right here. I mean, it's a clean break. It is a clean break. Now this comment right here is going to be out of commission for a while. I am going to give my opinion on all this. And this is what I see. So the first thing, what's really hilarious though is that I didn't do any other housekeeping work. So I'm going to do that before we get started. Y'all make sure that you chokeslam the like button for this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Make sure you also check me out on social media. Here are these other awesome links. Also be sure to follow And bookmark www.thelifeplace.com, where you can find all sorts of family-friendly live streamers like myself, like my partners in crime, like RobFuz from and that's his that's actually his YouTube channel right there. And also the Live Place. We also do different live stream collaborations and talk about live streaming. And the Live Place is actually going to be interviewing RobFuz on July 6th this week. It's actually Mrs. Roadtrip's birthday. So, Dean, just a heads up, I don't know if I'll make it. Just to let you know. And also another, channel that Dean runs is DreamersEmpire. Make sure you subscribe to that partner channel as well. All right. Let's see here. Janie B. Sorry, RTD, I'm late. No, Janie, I'm late. It's 11 o'clock, and I've only been doing this for about 18 minutes. That's pretty sad, huh? Pretty sad. So my son is a welder by trade. I told him he needs to go out and make the repairs to the crack. And I have opinion. I have an opinion about that, and I'm just going to say that welding. I don't know if welding will do it, but we'll see. LSU mom Emily is in the house. I kind of see that is a bad design. The column that's leaning against the upright column is putting pressure on it, and that's where it cracked. I have a theory on that, Emily. I have a theory on why that is. So here it is. Got all the housekeeping done. The reason this is my speculation. I think that the reason why that column failed, and I hate to say this because this past winter was the first winter that Fury 325 was open. And I don't think Fury 325 is a cold weather coaster. I think that column got fatigued because of the cold weather and it actually being run during the cold winter season. And even when it was open in the other weekends, like January and February, when they're trying to do it year round, I think that happened. And that is why I don't think it's a weld job's going to do it. They're saying it's going to be 3 to 6 months. I think it's going to be 6 months. I think it's going to be closed up to the end of Carowinds, which really stinks. And if it does open, it'll open for November, and then they'll shut it down again. And this is the reason why a weld isn't going to do it. They're going to have to completely replace the support column. The problem with welding is that because of that high bank turn and how many G forces that thing is taking, I don't think a weld will hold. And that's just my opinion. Let's see. Interesting that guest saw this first. I think that's the biggest part. That's the biggest problem I have with Carowinds at this point. I actually was reading up on it. They do annual inspections on all of the support columns. The problem is, I think they should be doing a monthly, especially if they're going to run this coaster during the cold winter season. I really do think. Agree, it didn't crack where the two welds come together. And see, and that's the other part, right? You got to wonder, is that a part that's going to be welded or is that going to be a mold? And if that's the case, if it's a mold, then you're going to have to take that whole column off and replace it. Let's see here. They have X-ray to check the weld quality in surrounding areas. Okay, so that's good to know. So if they X-ray it out and they see that it's not the weld issue, then maybe they might be able to weld it back together. I don't know. Where it was breaking, where it was actually coming off, it was a clean break. Let's see here. I think you were underestimating. I don't think it's reopened until after Winterfest. Voice B. I'm being optimistic. Maybe I am being optimistic on that. I do think that you're right. Pessimism is the only thing that I see this here. And the only reason why I say that is because of where the break is. Now, what was it? I was kidding. Wells are not going to fix it. Okay. I didn't know resort budgeting. It's all good, man. Here's the thing. if you look at the pictures, let's go back to the picture. Yeah, I want to show the overall picture of where the break was. And you know what? I'm going to turn it back to the video, because the video truly shows what happened. And so here we go, sharing it again. And I'll turn the sound off. But let's see here. Let me pause. Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see if I can pause it. We'll wait for it to come around right there. Okay. So right here is where it's breaking. Now, the support column, now this is what they don't here's what ticks me off about the news, is that I do think they kind of blew this out of proportion a tad. I think Carowinds should have caught this first and not a customer. I do think that is a total Carowinds bungling right there. But the support column structure here and the support column structure, there's one that's right here. If you see it all, this is basically just one part of the corner turn. The other two support columns look like they would handle more of the load anyway. So that's why I'm not like completely, freaked out about it. What I didn't like is the fact that it took a guy to actually show you. It took another dude outside of Carowinds to do it. Oh my gosh. It looks like a solid pipe and clean break. It does make it stronger at welds. Oh, okay. So if the welds actually make it stronger, then maybe maybe they can save money that way. To me, I would replace at least that top part of the column. Caffeinated misfit, welcome aboard. Duct tape, indeed. Welcome aboard, Rhonda. Good to have you here tonight. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, we got my man. We got my man from Texas. Even though he should be back with us at our church, but we won't talk into that, will we? Just kidding, brother. Good to have you on here tonight. Oh man, Brian is awesome, man. It's awesome to have you on here. Thanks for coming, brother. And Brian, aren't you sad that you're missing all the excitement? And we have the New York Times, we have the New York Post, we've got TMZ reporting at Carowinds. It's like we're part of the world. We're part of the international phenomenon. Oh man. Resort budging last year when I went more than 5 times, I did notice a weird sound after the train went by. Interesting. Last year. See, I didn't really see anything. There was a photo earlier on where the break was starting to occur. Somebody had taken a photo of the coaster on June 24th, and you can actually see that's where the crack was starting to form. So it's very interesting. Rhonda, I did Dean a while back. I haven't really been streaming much, though I'm planning on starting them again. Oh, fantastic, Rhonda. Good to hear it. Roadtrip Dave, sponsored by Duct Tape. I'm sponsored by Flex Seal. Now that's a lot of damage. Wait, I gotta do it this way. Now that's a lot of damage. Oh man. But there was it was so disturbing. I come back from Dollywood. I'm all rested. I'm all relaxed. and literally Boyce B hits me up on my Facebook DMs. It says, "Have you seen this?" And I'm like, and I saw the message pop up. I'm like, I was like, "Oh, I'll check it out later. I'll check out what it is." I mean, I literally, guys, I went off of social media completely. It was liberating. It was wonderful. But I opened that up and I'm going, no way. But we actually went to Carowinds tonight to eat, and yeah, I mean it's a clean break, and it definitely needs to be fixed by something. Duct tape. Let's see here. Gorilla Glue. Yes, Janie B. We could do that. Gorilla Glue is no joke. No, it really isn't. It really isn't. The only thing about Gorilla Glue, though, is that when it dries, it expands. It's like this big foam. So then you'll see the crack forever. Oh, let's see. What's that double-sided tape that's supposed to hold everything? That would be Gorilla Tape, I think. Alien tape. That's awesome. Yeah, the cold weather idea is a sound theory. I really do think it is. Because here's the deal, y'all. This was the first year. This was the first Winterfest that Fury 325 was even open, and I questioned the decision a little bit because I was like, well, they always told us that Fury 325 wasn't a cold weather coaster, right? Now Copperhead Strike is, Afterburn is, and there's a third one that I'm throwing a blank on. Afterburn, Copperhead Strike, and I think it was not Nighthawk. Shoot, Ricochet. There aren't that many coasters that are open during Winterfest, but the funny thing is that they've always been open during the wintertime, and they've never had problems. Fury 325 was open just this past winter, and now we're seeing this. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right, Boyce B. Hurler. That's the other one. I know Ricochet is open too sometimes, but yeah, Hurler's open. Yep. And Hurler's a wooden coaster. So, but y'all, it dismays me to know that Fury 325 is. Here's the thing. I'm glad I got to ride it twice this year. I actually rode it before we went to Dollywood. A week before we went to Dollywood, we just hung out in Carowinds for a couple of hours, and I got that ride in, and I'm just thankful that I was able to do that. So, but my RTD 3, my daughter, my youngest, was going to ride it later on this year, and now that's out the door. See, what temperatures do you get there in the winter months, RTD? Janie, it actually gets pretty cold. I mean, it gets down to the 20s. I mean, it's not like Minnesota weather, like Dean has to put up with at the live place or Washington State or anything like that. But it does get pretty considerably cold. And the thing is, they say that a cold weather coaster has to be certified. I believe it is for 39 degrees or lower. And those three coasters, Hurler, or those four, Hurler, Ricochet, Copperhead Strike, and Afterburn, are certified for that temperature. Yeah, and that's right, Rhonda. I mean, it gets below freezing in Atlanta, and I mean, and basically Atlanta and Charlotte are close to each other in terms of latitude. There are, that's right. Flying Cobras was open during Winterfest. Yeah, that's right. But the thing is, because of the fact that it's such a high intensity turn and and it's very high speed. I mean, I hate to say this. I don't want to draw like 1986 Challenger disaster here in the same premise, but that's the thing. So if it's not designed to go through cold weather, it probably shouldn't be through cold weather. And I mean, like I said, I kind of said, I don't know. I rode Fury during Winterfest. It was actually warmer though. See, sometimes we'll get warm days, like 60-degree days. Even 55 is doable. But let's see, resort budgeting. I'm also thinking that all the pylons will be replaced. Well, oh boy, let me tell you what. They're hoping their insurance policies are paid up. Let me tell you this, y'all, on this. The engineers of the coaster firm that designed and built that. If I was the one that designed the Fury 325, I'd be coming up to the boss right now and saying, "Hey, boss, yeah, I'm going to need a $50,000 bonus because I just made that coaster super redundant." I mean, literally, Carowinds averted a disaster here by the fact that it was a solid roller coaster. The one thing I've always felt about Fury is that it is a solidly built coaster. Yeah, as far as insurance goes, heads are rolling as far as either inspectors with Carowinds or with the parts. See, what I'm also thinking, me as a sourcing person, I'm thinking that I'm wondering, where did they source that part? Is the part itself a defect? Was it a defect in the column? Because if you looked at the actual column, It's one complete part that attaches to the lower column that attaches to the railing. So, you know, especially those types. Yeah, that's exactly right. Alex Downs is on the hizzy. Disney World is lit right now. Resort TV 1 is live at Disney World. Nice. Awesome, Alex. Yeah, I figured that they'd be going hard since it's 4th of July. The Disney World always does it. We had a nice cold winter this past year too. Yep, that's right. That's exactly right. And when it gets that cold, it's not good for metal at all. Last December was really freezing, unusual during Christmas week. Yep, that's right. That's right. See, sorry for the boom. I slammed the like button. Fantastic. Thank you, man. You're supposed to choke slam it, but I'll take a body slam anytime. It's good. Yeah, Karen's is about to pull a Disney and raise season pass prices. Something is going to happen here. Either they're going to have to increase inspections to monthly, and I really do think that's probably their best way to avoid this type of issue in the future. That this would never happen at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Well, I don't know, Mike. I mean, you did have Splash Mountain boats sinking. You did have the Tomorrowland People Mover catching fire. I think it's just here's the thing. I think it's slack business practices all around. I think people in general are a lot more complacent in their jobs, and there's no doubt in my mind that there's probably a few people at Carowinds that did that. The fact that they just do annual inspections, if I read that correctly, that is absurd. That they need to be doing them at least monthly. That's bad when it went so long before a guest noticed and not them. They're supposed to do some sort of visual inspection with more thorough periodically. That's okay. So if Rhonda, if you know what the rules are, if you know what the regulations are for that, I would love to know. But I mean, you're absolutely right. Someone was not doing their job. Or they were doing their job. I'm trying to be half. You know what? They were doing it half cocked. That's I don't want to say a bad word because I'm a Christian and this is family friendly. Scott, hey man, have a wonderful night, brother. Good to have you on here tonight. It's I know it's getting late everywhere, but I'm glad that I got 13 people watching, and I really do appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. A lot of skilled people were laid off. You see, and that's the other thing, Mike. That's the other thing. We don't ever like to talk about the ramifications of the beer virus, but there it is. There it is indeed. And yeah, I don't know the extent of how many people Carowinds laid off because of the beer virus, but it does make you think. It does make you think. Fury opened in 2015, if I remember correctly. Boyce B, can you keep me honest on that? I think that's when it was open. 2015, 2014, I think, something like that. I don't know Carolina, but I used to know the guy who used to certify Six Flags here. He had to certify before they could open and then monthly. Okay, so if that's the case, then it might be. Now, here's the thing. Fury is on the North Carolina side. See, this is when it gets a little tricky. North Carolina might have different inspection requirements than South Carolina, but I know that Fury itself is in North Carolina. It's the craziest thing. I know it's the craziest thing, but I think that part of the track goes into South Carolina. Now, if I remember correctly, the Department of Labor inspected it, so I think it's wherever the ride actually begins and ends, and it begins and ends in North Carolina. So it was North Carolina that was inspecting it. Yep, 2015. All right, sweet. So state, federal, who knows? All right, I know, right, Rhonda? I mean, the bottom line is, Carowinds, you done screwed up. Now, this next thing that I have, this next beef that I have, it's not on the same level. Okay, so I'll probably put like 5 minutes of this on here. But needless to say, I'm not happy about this turn of events either. And I want to first of all, I want to apologize to all of you, my roadies, right now. If you haven't done it yet, please watch let's see here. I'm going to post the link for my latest video that I just did. It is actually my Blue Ridge Kitchen, my Blue Ridge Country Kitchen video. I actually did a restaurant review of it, and I published it yesterday. So here is the link for that video. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch it and like it and leave a comment. But y'all, I made that I made that restaurant review, and the entire menu has been changed except for one item. Carowinds no longer has here, let me I'm gonna see if I can do this. Oh wait, let me do this. There we go. Carowinds no longer has rotisserie chicken. Okay. They removed the rotisserie chicken and they removed the brownie bake, which I proclaimed its praises on the video. So my video has officially become obsolete in less than 24 hours. You're welcome. What can I say? Now, this place has barbecue tossed chicken tenders, a spicy chicken sandwich, and fried chicken wings. And their sides. Now, the only thing they kept was the mac and cheese. Everything else, that's not collard greens anymore. It's broccoli, or the broccolini. I'm sorry. And the brownie bake is gone. They have blueberry sonker and corn pudding. I actually tried that stuff out today, and it's good. But I am really not happy that they changed the menu. It's like I did the work to get the video. I was trying out the food just last month, and they changed it on me. So yeah, it's like Carowinds. What the heck, dude? Janie B, that's really scary. Only annual inspections. Janie, unless somebody can correct me, that is the information that I found, and you're absolutely right. That is scary. DisNoah, didn't they had a tour just a few days ago for Fury? Yes, DisNoah. It was American Coaster Enthusiasts. They had the Coaster Con there. Literally the week before I left for Dollywood. And what's even funnier about that, that's when I actually rode it on that day. Who knows? I probably rode on it when it first started cracking. Because if I remember correctly, let's see here. What was the day? The 24th. 24th was a Saturday. I just realized this. Guys, I just realized this. I rode that roller coaster when it started cracking on the 24th. I'm just realizing that now. Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm like, all of a sudden I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, the 24th. Oh yeah, whatever. And all of a sudden it dawned on me. That was when American Coaster Enthusiasts were there. It was either the 24th or the 23rd. It was either Friday or Saturday. Dear Lord, thank you for sparing my life. Oh my gosh. Oh, Rhonda. I mean, that was bad enough. The people working the ride should have noticed. I know, right? Yeah, Janie B. Yeah, as far as the rotisserie chicken there, that was quick. It sounds like the oven broke. Almost. Oh man, rotisserie chicken there was awesome. I know it. Yeah. Rhonda, here's the thing. I think I'm cursed. I'm starting to think I'm cursed. Because like everything I touch, everything I work on, and then DisNoah call me Wreck-It Dave. You might as well call me Wreck-It Dave. There you go, there, Dean. What did you do to it? I don't know, Dean. I was just there. Look, here's the thing. I am prior military. And you know what they say about guys in the military? We're only good at two things: killing people and breaking things. So I definitely wasn't doing the first thing. But the second thing, I am proficient at it. What can I say? Dave, I'm kind of thinking you may have. I mean, don't get me wrong, could have broke it. Oh my gosh, just like everything else, their food servings are smaller but charging more. See, JDB, that's exactly what they did. I do believe the rotisserie chicken was costing them more money than they were profiting off of it. I mean, they were charging $17.99 for the dish. So it was close to Disney style prices anyway. I mean, it's pretty high. But when you're on the dining plan, you don't even notice it. It's actually awesome. The problem is that rotisserie chicken, like I said, it could feed 2 people. So I do believe, yeah, it was a cost-cutting measure. And I mean, what can you do? It really it's really it's really hard though when you put in You're welcome, Janie. You're welcome. It's really hard though when you put in a lot of work into putting a script together, and you got the menu set up, and you even do the you're tasting it out in front of the camera, and then literally the next day that you publish your video, oh yeah, we changed the menu. Ha! Sorry. Ha! I mean, it's oh man, it drives me nuts. But yeah, it's like I'm like Carowinds, what's going on? And so now get this. I really do think that my presence breaks things. So we were going into the parking tonight, and this guy in front of me puts out his annual pass at the gate. The gate, all of a sudden, the numbers started reading 3333333. She had to reboot her computer. We were sitting there for 5 minutes. Now, it wasn't me that it happened. It was the guy in front of me, but I was there. So I don't know. There's, like I said, if y'all want, here's the thing. If you ever want to test something, test some software, test a product, test out a processing system. You want to know how it will break, how quickly it will break, and whether or not it's strong enough. Just have me just go to the computer and start typing. I will break it. I will break anything. And not intentionally. So, but yeah, like she had to reboot the computer, and she was telling us about it. And I'm like, figures. It's like, I don't know, maybe God is giving us a sign not to come into the park. JDB, did you already talk about your Dollywood trip? No. I will do that later, Janie. Actually, I plan on doing that on my next live stream 2 weeks from now. So it won't be, it'll be, let's see, the July 18th. My next RTD live, I will be talking about my Dollywood trip. And y'all, Dollywood's awesome. The DreameSempire Resort puts some Disney resorts to complete shame. And I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. It was great. It was absolutely great. But yeah, I can't wait to talk to y'all about that. Man, but hey, I really do appreciate all y'all coming tonight. And I do apologize that it was late. It's like I said, when you have friends over, I'm sorry, when we were picking up my daughter from a play date, and all of a sudden we're just kind of brought in, and they want to spend more time together and invite us in and give us a drink. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm all for that. I'm going to hang out with that. But I was glad that I was at least able to get this back to you. So yeah, Emily, I'm telling you, we enjoyed Dollywood tremendously. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys some footage. But I have a DreameSempire Resort full tour. I have a Dollywood tour, and I also have their Splash Country, their water park full tour. I'm going to give you, I mean, it's going to be nice and comprehensive. I can't wait to show you all that. But I'll at least give you some previews of that 2 weeks from now. So, but my roadies, I'm going to keep this short. It's 11:30 already, so I need to hit the rack. So I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Jenny, you want to hear about their food too? I will absolutely. Oh. Let me give you a preview on the food. Awesome. Food there is incredible. I'll give that. That is all I can say. I will be getting far more into detail for that 2 weeks from now. So stay tuned, my roadies. 2 weeks from now on July 18th. That will be my next bi-weekly live stream. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss the fun. And but make sure, guys, before you haven't done it yet, you too, Rhonda, have a great night. Make sure you choke slam the like button for this video and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you also bookmark www.thelifeplace.com. You can find family-friendly streamers like me, like my others, partners in crime, like RobFuz. Make sure you subscribe to him, as well as The Live Place and Dreamers Empire. Subscribe to those two channels as well. They are awesome. They're worth it. And they're a lot of fun. They're just really great guys. Yeah. And you know what? Before I go completely, I want to wish everybody here happy Independence Day tomorrow. Have a happy 4th of July. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything crazy. And you know, because I want to see y'all back here 2 weeks from now. Thanks, Dave. Have a great night. Suggestion: do not ride Gold Rusher. I have no choice now. Fury's gone. Emily, have a great night. Good to see you guys. And y'all, we'll see you 2 weeks from now. But until then, my roadies, laters.